Hey guys, so this is a New Year's Eve slash party makeup look slash trying new products. So I just have like a bunch of random products here. Some of these are new to my collection. Since I will be wearing this tonight, I'm not going to try all new products. So a lot of these are favorites. I currently have the iconic London Radiance Booster on my face today. This is like warm toned and it is the shade Honey Glow. So this is pretty dark typically. So I have this on to bring some life to my face because I just washed my face. I am self-tanned since I will be going out tonight. And so I did use this all over my face, but typically I will just use this as a highlighter if I am my normal color, not with fake tan. So I did use the Saint Tropez 3-hour tan. My favorite self-tanner pretty much. So typically if I'm not using the Radiance Booster all over the face, I will use the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil by Drunk Elephant as my like hydrator to bring like hydration back to my face. I did see they're releasing another, I guess, formula of an oil, so I am curious to try this because this is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna use my favorite sponge as of right now. This is from Amazon. I have talked about this before. I'll link it in the cards. So this is, I don't know the exact name, and I will put that in the down bar. And it has a lot of water in it. So yeah, it's black and it gets this big. This is when it's wet, so as you can see. So I'm gonna try a new foundation. And so I have some new foundations here. I have the Lawless Conceal the Deal Lawn Wear Full Coverage Foundation. So this is really liquidy. The reason I'm not going to use this on camera today is it's really light. It's so liquidy. And it's really light. And this is, I believe, the light medium shade. I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. See how light that is? And I was going to go in and purchase one shade darker, and I just can't tell like which shade would work for me. I don't know, it's hard to tell online, so I'm going to need to go in store. I do find their shade range extremely confusing, but this is really, really light. But I thought, like, since I'm putting this underneath my eyes, but yeah, this is really liquidy. I do like the effect on the skin, which is why I wanted to purchase one shade that actually matches me, but I cannot tell online, and this is pretty expensive, so I will be going in store and purchasing this. If you look on the Sephora website, like one shade darker, it's like, I think it's like medium tan, and then it looks really dark, and I just, you really can't tell in like packages like this. What shade is this? So this is in the shade Sunlight, which I believe is light, medium, neutral, and this is pretty light. Like, I don't think that I am a medium skin tone. I mean, right now I might be, but even when I'm not self-tan, I still am light medium. So I just have an olive undertone. So it's pretty light. I'm kind of confused by the shades, but I will use a favorite here, which is really, really amazing. It actually blew my mind. This is a tinted moisturizer, actually. This is the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Medium 1 St. Moritz. This is like a tinted moisturizer that can be full coverage, and it also has SPF 30 in it. Yeah, I will definitely repurchase this when I run out. I did hear Smoky Glow talk about it, or I don't remember who talked about it. Someone talked about it and they said that, oh, it's Babs Beauty. Babs Beauty? I'll link their name down below, but they said that this is not full coverage, it's still a tinted moisturizer, but I disagree. I feel like you can definitely get a full coverage effect with this tinted moisturizer if you keep building it up. I mean, it's pretty high coverage for a tinted moisturizer, and I have tried plenty of tinted moisturizers in my life, but I switched to high coverage because I'm like, if I'm going to apply foundation, I might as well get full coverage. But as you can see, that was a one coat of it, and it's pretty full coverage. So if I was to go in with some more, which I will, since this is a nighttime look, And this shade is perfect for olive skin tones. This is, once again, St. Moritz. I'm definitely going to repurchase this. It is expensive, but it's just so good for normal to oily skin. And I'm also using a sponge, which is typically going to absorb more product, and it's still pretty full coverage. I mean, for a tinted moisturizer, sorry, it's gross, but I love it. It stays on the skin. Like, I will show you that it is, I'm gonna put on my problem spots here. I just put this straight on my face, y'all. I also will be trying the MAC Face and Body foundation. I got this from Nars from Rack. They only have like one shade, which I think matches me perfectly. I've heard really, really good things about this foundation, so I was like, okay, let me try it. And I'm glad that it matches me perfectly because there was literally one shade available. So that really is pretty full coverage for a tinted moisturizer. Typically a tinted moisturizer does like nothing, and I'm using a sponge. So let me try we're just playing around here. I mean, I am creating a look, so hopefully it doesn't turn out crazy, but this is the Face and Body, and this is in the shade, I believe it's like C9. Yeah, C4. And I have no idea how the MAC shade ranges go. I know they have like N104 or stuff like that. Like, if you know your MAC shade in one thing, you know it all. Throwback to MAC. So I'm just kind of mixing a bunch of foundations. But yeah, this seems really similar to a tinted moisturizer. I guess it's called the Face and Body, so you can use it all over your body. I'm just going all over. This is a nighttime look, so typically I wouldn't put this much on. But I feel like the sponge is soaking up a lot of the product, but I love this sponge so, so much. It does a really good job blending. So I'm going to try a new concealer, which I've tried once or twice, and I still don't have an opinion on it. This is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. So far, I'm not that impressed. I have it in the shade beige. I don't know what they mean by concealer serum, because like a serum has like skincare benefits, but as you can see, it gets pretty dirty really quickly. And my biggest thing with it is I feel like it's hard to get the proper amount. I feel like I go overboard really easily with this so far, but I don't have an opinion because I just got it. I do like the shade match though. So this is the coverage with a sponge. It does seem light to medium. So yeah, I feel like I like the effect on the skin. I think it's pretty. I think that it is a nice like everyday concealer, but the only thing I don't like is the packaging gets really dirty, and it's really easy to go overboard because it's pretty liquidy, and this applicator, oh, it's so dirty. I just feel like it's a high maintenance concealer for pretty low coverage, but this is not my first impression, but I feel like you need to try something for a little while before you get an impression. I mean, would I repurchase this? Probably not, due to the packaging, but I've changed my mind so much. I have favorites literally that I now hate that I'm going to talk about here, which is my right to change my mind. Like, I might love something one minute and then I'm like, wait, I hate this, because I actually compare it to something that I just got, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm like, wow, how did I ever love this? So this is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. This is a decent amount of it. I still feel like it's pretty medium coverage, and I applied a lot. Once again, I'm using a sponge, which is what I use most of the time. So since this is a nighttime look, I am going to go in with a full coverage concealer. I just wanted to show you guys that one. So this is the Born This Way concealer. This is a full coverage concealer. I just have to be careful not to apply this at all on my face or it will cause me to break out. I feel like that's what caused this. It's really, really nice underneath the eyes. No irritation there, but if I apply this on my face, it just clogs my pores. So I would not recommend using this on your face, which is weird because it's a sculpting concealer. But it is full coverage and I love the lasting ability of this concealer. This is in the shade Golden Beige, so I like to wear this when I'm self-tan because it is a bit dark. And to cover my blemishes, I like to apply a concealer instead of applying a bunch of foundation because that can look cakey. So I'm just going to use the Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade 20 Sand Sable. It's hard to read that. I like being self-tan because I can use all these products that I bought that are way too dark for me and not feel like I'm wasting my money. That's the best part. Like, this is pretty dark, but it's perfect right now. So this did I feel like this is really, really good for the skin, the Fit Me concealer. But I just like full coverage on my under eyes. So this is my face after using quite a few products. I typically wouldn't use this much. I just wanted to show you guys some new products and also bring in some staples since I do have to wear this look out or don't want to do my makeup twice today. So I use the Radiance Booster underneath and I use my tried and true Nars Tinted Moisturizer. Really love this. The Lawless, I tried this as well. Showed you that it's really liquidy and it's a little bit light as well. I mixed in a little of the face and body, which I think is really similar to the Nars Tinted Moisturizer so far. But once again, this is like my first or second time trying this. The first time I tried it was for shade match, which I'm glad because there was literally one shade. So I'm like, we're just going to jump right in there. I applied it with this Amazon sponge. I applied the NYX Bear with Me Concealer, which I got like a medium coverage, which is not enough for me personally. I just feel like this is a lot of work to get very little coverage. And then, of course, I applied my Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which is like my go-to. Just got to be careful to not get this on my face because it's very tempting for me to take concealer and bring it all over my face. But this one is quite pore. It goes into pores. And I use the Fit Me Concealer, which is a tried and true. I just feel like that one's really good for blemishes, which I'm pretty sure was caused by this concealer, me bringing it down too low. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to use the Gucci powder to set my face. It is quite dark, so this is why it's perfect for when I'm self-tanned. This powder is definitely overpriced, but I'm using it up. This does add some coverage. So I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in medium. So this is a really, really nice contour, and you just like kind of twist it, and I feel like I don't even need to twist it because there's always like some left on the tip. So I just kind of apply it where the sun would naturally hit me. And this is amazing because the formula is so light, and I find it great for nose contour. And I haven't even twisted it. This is just what stays on the tip. So I feel like you get a lot of product for your money. Once again, I have this in the medium dark shade. And if you twist it, a lot will come out. So I just recommend twisting it once and then just kind of like putting it back in the cap. And I don't know, I'm going to use a brush with this. I'm going to try to use this brush from Sonia G. This is her base brush. This is from the Lotus collection because I feel like I don't really know what to do with this brush, but I think it might be good for contour. That's pretty much all I use it for. Trying to find a use for this brush because I feel like it's an odd shape. But it is blending this beautifully. And I do find that this liquid contour does stay put. And I love the way that I can contour my nose with it. And I like that I can apply it over powder as well. So this is a product I definitely recommend from Charlotte Tilbury. It is constantly sold out for some reason. And I probably will repurchase this at some point in the medium dark shade because I feel like it, I don't know what the light one is like, but the medium one seems to work great. So I'm going to try this with a sponge as well. I do think it blends out nicer with the sponge. This just adds like a really nice warmth to my skin as well as a little bit of contour. It just blends effortlessly. On my lips, I just applied the Rare Beauty Neutral Gloss. This is in the shade Neutral. So this is great for every day. It's just like it's almost like an oil, but it's still glossy, but it's not sticky at all. Really, really like this formula. And then for blush, I'm going to use, I have Cherish right here from Pat McGrath, but I'm going to go with a warm tone blush. I have Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use a little bit of this just on the back of my face, just a little bit. This is like a neutral. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a, let me just watch it. Yeah, it's just like, I guess a rose gold type situation. Like it doesn't do much, but it pretty much matches with every single makeup look. So it's a pretty safe bet. I feel like it adds some dimension to my face. I could also use this trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I can use that to really brighten up the skin, but I feel like I really want to go in with a Desert Orchid from Pat McGrath. I don't know where that is. I also have this blush palette from Juvia's Place, which I absolutely love. I do find that I tend to match my blush to my eyeshadow look. That's why it's hard for me to decide right now. I have a lot of blushes. Love me some blushes. Excuse me while I go through my collection here. Oh, I have a good idea. So I'm going to use the Purex Barbie blush palette. It is so pigmented and nice. So I'm going to use these two shades in the middle because I don't want it to be pinky. I want it to be like warm orange. And these are crazy pigmented. My foot always falls asleep when I'm filming. Like my foot, like I can't get up right now. I'm filming. So that you can mix these together. I don't know if this is still sold, but I love this. So over here is like a really, really hot pink, really warm brown. And then we have like some neutral tones. It's like purpley color. But I love orangey toned, warm tone blushes. That's what I like. Also have this Ofra Blush, which reminds me of Orgasm from Nars. This is in Candy Apple. But I'm going for like more of a serious look since this is a New Year's party look. And I've literally just been using one brush for this like entire look. I usually take it on my nose as well. And then for highlight, I have a couple options here. I have the Natasha Denona All Over Glow, which I will probably wet with this iconic London Prep Set Glow because I'm trying to use this up due to it being literally just like Fix Plus. I have the I Need a Nude from Natasha Denona, which is more hard pressed, and this one is more blinding for sure, but this one is, I feel like, a prettier color. It's hard to decide. I have the highlight in here from Italian Summer, which I feel like is just more like a everyday highlight. I'm going for like a little bit more glam here. And I also have some liquid highlights I can mix together. This is iconic London Illuminator drops. This one is in gold. This one's an original. I kind of want to mix them together and see what happens. Then I can apply a highlight on top, because these are liquid. This is the gold one, which really looks good on tan skin. This is a lot. I'm gonna use this base brush from Sonia G. I really wanna like actually determine what it's good for. Okay, I feel like it's, oh, that's pretty. This is my first time mixing the two together. Ooh, pretty. I love how dewy this look is turning out for how many powder products I applied. Like, it looks like I'm really dewy, but it doesn't feel really, you know, oily. It just like looks like I'm like glowing from within. This is pretty. I feel like this has created a really beautiful base. This is pretty. I like that. So I'm gonna let you guys know that I am decluttering all these Essence mascaras, which I feel really bad because I did mention these in my favorite drugstore mascaras, but that's before I love the effect, but they irritate my eyes so much. And the problem is that they create such a hard lash, like the lashes become crisp, and that just really bothers me, and I just can't stand it. But people, like, if you can tolerate that, then you do you. But I love the effect, but I just can't deal with this. First of all, I'm never going to use the waterproof version because I already struggled to get the regular off, so I'm going to declutter that. And I'm not going to sell these or give them to people because that's not hygienic. And this is the Volume Mascara from Essence. I got this in a 3-pack. Once again, I like the effect. It just really irritates my eyes. And this is the classic false lash effect that everyone talks about. If you don't have sensitive eyes, I definitely recommend these. I do, so I will be decluttering because I'm not going to put myself through that pain any longer. It's been a struggle. I put it on and just want to take it off immediately. I mean, I like the way it looks, don't get me wrong, but just cannot stand the feeling of them. And especially if I'm going to wear them for more than like an hour. Another product that I will be decluttering in this is the Makeup Forever. This is their Conceal and Define concealer. So I really like the effect on the skin, but I just cannot stand the smell of this paint. Like, it smells like paint. It does stay put. There's just so many concealers that don't smell like paint. So I'm throwing it away. It makes my head hurt. I just can't stand the smell. TBH. Another product I am going to be decluttering is the Fit Me foundation. I think this breaks me out. This is in Buff Beige, and I actually purchased another one because I feel like I have this like desire to have a drugstore foundation stick that works, and this just does not work. And like, I wanted it to work. I was like in denial about it, but it doesn't have enough coverage and it breaks me out. So I will be decluttering that. Another palette that I will be, I can do a giveaway. This is a totally plastic BH Cosmetics palette. I think it's okay. I just like never reach for it, so I will be giving this away. to anybody who wants it. All you got to do is be subscribed to me, leave a comment, and like the video. Just put like hashtag giveaway in your comment, and I will send this to you. And another palette I will be including in that giveaway is the Pure Defense. I just don't like this palette too much. I just don't gravitate towards it. It's nice, okay, but like I just, there's so many, I have so many palettes that I like more, so I will include this in the giveaway. I'll also be throwing in this Viseart palette. This is their neutral, not neutral mattes. This is like the other one. I just like don't use it. So I will be throwing that in there. So if you want these palettes, just all you gotta do is comment giveaway or anything, and I will send it to you through like I do like a random generator where I just put everyone's name in, and then I'll send it to you by February 1st. So these are 3 palettes I will be disinfecting, cleaning, and sending because I just do not use them. So I just want to give them to a better home at this point. Moving on. I do have new palettes that I want to try. So I just got the Rare Beauty Confident Energy eyeshadow palette. This has really good reviews, and I am really intrigued by this packaging. It's just so beautiful. I also just got the Viseart Golden Hour palette. I tried this once and this fell out, so that was kind of disappointing. And then I put like glue and glued it back in. I could contact Sephora and tell them to send me another one, but I just don't want another one of this. Honestly, I mean, I love Viseart, don't get me wrong. I just feel like this is super boring. But once again, I only use this once, so maybe I'll fall in love with it. Who knows? I do have to say that when I first got the Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, I instantly fell in love with it. So it's like, I feel like I like palettes I can create a neutral look and also have some fun as well. So this is kind of like my everyday face makeup. I feel like this video is already really long, so I can do my makeup look, my eyes in a separate video. But this is what I would do for like glam nighttime look. And just like a little mini review of some new products, some first impressions. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is like totally all over the place. But yeah, just write giveaway and we can get it popping. All right. Hope you guys have an awesome New Year's. Love you guys so much. And see ya.